Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs, welcome back to Craftmine. We are still on our April Fool's thing, and it's May now. What even is life? We are going to be back here at the Minecrafter to throw some elements in. We have a base world with cave exits, savanna biomes, chickens, and spiders. This seems pretty doable, I think. We're not getting any weird curveballs here. The base rock type is even stone, so I don't have to be confused about crafting recipes. What do we want to put in this thing that's really going to help us take it to the next level? We actually already have slippery surfaces as part of this, so there's no XP multipliers necessary. I don't think I can add any more. I don't think I saw a slime last time we put slimes into the world, so I'm not sure if that just adds slime chunks or what, but we will find out, I guess. I think adding the deep dark biome in was a good idea last time because it gave us the opportunity to find some more interesting spots for XP, but I suspect the majority of what we're going to need to find is going to be minerals and resources anyway. There are actually hints in here about what we can do to get these undiscovered mine elements though. 1 HP is hilarious. That's a great one to take a look out for. I think we got the sniffers as an ingredient before, but I think we also ended up failing that world, so maybe I need to go back in and try again. I should really be writing these down. Alright, I've actually opened up a notepad file, and I've taken notes on the first 12 of these, the first 2 rows of 6 here. It seems like all of the illager-related ones can be found and bought from villagers, with the lodestone guiding your way. I'm not entirely certain what that means exactly. A few of these I got already, and they're pretty straightforward. We need to mine deep slate, mine endstone, if we can find endstone somewhere. We need to kill an enderman, we need to kill some waterborne mobs, and this one is something about trial spawners. So we're going to try our best to discover what we can discover about this world. Let's throw some forest biomes into the mix as well as the savannas, and you know what, let's throw plains biomes in there as well. Let's make this world as standard as we possibly can. There are cave exits though, so we need to maybe keep an eye out for that. Let's get in here, and as we start out, we have bought the upgrades in the previous episode that should mean we start out with some interesting gear. And oh boy, do we. Here we go. I've got a full set of leather armor. I have a Silk Touch gold pickaxe, but a Fortune 3 and Unbreaking 1 diamond pickaxe. We got a netherite sword, a netherite axe, a diamond shovel. We're doing so well. The shield seems to be a little bit bugged still, and once again, I am not using the bug fix mod yet, so maybe that's something I will need to change. Oh, the surfaces are a little slippery. I think I already see a couple of exits over there, so that's kind of hilarious actually. But let's go looking for the usual stuff. We need to go looking for ore blocks, specifically copper, if we want to get a ton of XP, and we should be getting a ton of XP, but I have a few other motives at this stage. There are actually a ton of exits. There's one there, one right in front of me here, one there. Okay, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. Let's see if we can find some waterborne creatures to maybe unlock guardians. I don't see much swimming around here, but maybe if we kill some fish or some squid, provided that they spawn anyway, we should encounter something like that. I'm also going to try, since there are going to be spiders spawning in this world, to do a little bit of fishing, because I did end up getting an XP multiplier from my original stream of this, and I'm pretty sure I fished that one up. So once we find some string from spiders, we should be able to go fishing. Alternatively, there might be an unlock in here that I think in Gatherer, spawns me with a fishing rod and even gives me the opportunity to fish with a trident later. Let's see if we can get the sniffer one from gathering some flowers. I know pink petals and wildflowers were also part of that, but nope, there we go, we just got the sniffer one. Fantastic. I'm also kind of curious if I can bring back a bee's nest with me, how valuable that's going to be. Now we have Silk Touch, I can grab it. Doesn't seem to have any value at all. Does seem to have 3 bees in it, so maybe we'll find out about that a little bit later. The one thing I'm wishing I could take back right now, actually, is the magnet ability, because it allows me to pick up items from a pretty absurd distance. And right now, all of the stuff that I want to throw out of my inventory is just ending up back in it. I'm also now rediscovering the issue with having slippery surfaces, which is that my hunger depletes really fast and I can't sprint anymore. So we should probably go and kill some chickens. I do have a feeling that if I place this down and break it and then maybe try and kill the bees, which I really don't like doing, but yep, there we go. It looks like we did just get bees as an ingredient, along with a trophy. Also, now we have a gold Silk Touch. I wonder if we can get hold of ore blocks and how valuable they are. Perhaps not as valuable as the ores themselves. I'm also pretty certain that even though this area is flooded with water, it's not a river or an ocean biome, which might explain why there are no waterborne mobs around here. Perhaps I can still find glow squid in underwater caves though, so all hope is not lost. With the chicken almost done smelting, night is falling, so we should hopefully find some spiders. We can get hold of some string, might even be able to make a bed with that so we can skip the night from there, but I also want to be able to make a fishing rod. Oh yeah, with a netherite sword, this is going to be so easy, especially since the sword has sharpness 5 and looting 2 on it. That's kind of huge. Honestly, every hostile mob being a spider, I'm not mad at it. Definitely makes it pretty easy to get a bed, although it doesn't make it super easy to sleep. And it says no sleep for me. Oh no, do I have to unlock the ability to use a bed? Where is that on the skill tree? I've got 8 levels, I can make that happen. Where is it? Genuinely can't find it on the skill tree, but I've noticed amphibian in here, and also swift sneaking sounds really fun, and swift to sneak sounds like it's even faster than running, which is a pretty fun one. I assume amphibian is kind of like depth strider, yeah? Okay, great, you can just swim faster underwater, perfect. Anyway, since the magnet ability is making it really difficult for me to just throw items on the ground without immediately picking them up again, as you can see from the fact that I just threw that bed on the ground, I'm going to drop a load of stuff in a chest here, and I think we'll just bring with me the stuff I think I will need. Mostly because I really want to try out fishing again. Let's see what we can get hold of from fishing. There might be some interesting loot in here. Although, of course, it is going to take a while because I don't have any kind of enchantments on this fishing rod. I wonder if we can upgrade that later. But there we go. We did get fish out of water, which is an XP multiplier that seems to rely on you staying in water the entire time and suffocating when you're on land. We're going to leave this stuff in the chest right now, but we're going to take the mine ingredients and the trophies with us, and let's go exploring. In fact, maybe we'll do what we did last time, since there's a decent-sized body of water here, and we'll go diving. And yes, as luck would have it, there is a ravine that goes all the way down to deep slate levels, so we can fulfill one of our challenges, which is to mine deep slate. I even hear a spider underneath here, which probably means there's a cave somewhere down there. So how about we drop on in? Our good old friend Lapis is waiting for me here, and with fortune, oh boy, are we going to get a lot from Lapis now. Yep, that was 4 blocks of Lapis, or 10 blocks of Lapis material. This is going to be absurd. And by now, yes, folks in the comments have let me know there's basically an infinite money glitch with artisan crafting, which I'm sure is something we'll get to in the near future. For now, having brought a bucket of water with me, I did want to quickly try and get the ingredient you get for stepping in lava, so let's have a go here, like so. Yep, there it is. I think we got it right there. There we go, ultra warm. I do wonder if that's an XP multiplier kind of thing, or if it's just a challenge mode where the floor is lava and all of the lakes and oceans end up being lava. I'm also really curious what the value of a block of obsidian is, and we haven't mined this yet. 0.5, okay, that's not terrible, but it's nowhere near the value of blocks of lapis, so we'll probably leave obsidian alone. Oh, we have a dungeon spawner over here, and I have been kind of curious about these. This one, of course, is a spider spawner, and we have a golden apple in there. That's quite nice. And picking up the saddle has just got us the strider ingredient. Okay, fantastic. I wonder if picking up any of the other ingredients does that. No, looks like beetroot does not. Likewise, wheat doesn't. That is the first time we picked up wheat. Same goes for the melon seeds. Rotten flesh, I'm sure we got from a zombie at some stage. Okay, cool. So it is just gathering a saddle gets you the strider ingredient. I will say mining in Spiderworld is surprisingly chill. I'm not having a particularly bad time here. We've got some diamonds over here. I might as well mine those since I have fortune. And one of the benefits of that magnet ability is that I am picking up ores from a really great distance. Oh, and it looks like we found a huge iron vein right here. Okay, this might actually be worth pursuing. Because, of course, we can turn all the raw iron into blocks of raw iron. This would be way better if we found a copper vein, though. Exposed sections of it like this are really fun to mine. I really can't resist grabbing all of this iron ore, but yeah, I think we'll probably aim to head back to the surface, mostly because we'll also find the exits there. But oh, I see a glow squid up here. Fantastic. We will pillar on up to that, and let's see if we can take this out. Fantastic. Yes, there it is. We should, if we throw the furnace out. There we go. We got the Guardian one. We also got barren nether biomes from somewhere. Not exactly sure where that popped up, but that's really nice to have. I think at this stage we'll retrace our steps and head back towards the surface. Of course, if what I'm doing here is gathering up all of these ingredients, then I don't think we really need to worry too much about how much XP we're getting from this one. We know we can get XP in pretty large quantities. I think it's worth just taking a bunch of these mine ingredients home and seeing what it throws at us next. And personally, I can't resist taking all the trophies with me too. So we have a bunch from fighting spiders, we have a handful from bees, and one chicken one as well. There we go, and we're all done. We should be getting a ton of XP from this, and yeah, we get a bunch just from completing the mine. We got a decent amount just from bringing the lapis home as well, so this should be enough for a couple more upgrades on the tree. We'll add this to our list of completed mines over here, and we'll call this one chickens, we'll call it spiders as well. I'm curious about what the gold trophy means. Is that just like the amount of them that we've killed or something like that? But then we only killed a couple of bees, and we got one for the bees, so maybe you're not expected to kill that many bees? Who knows? Back in the hub room, though, we can, of course, donate some of our XP to the Minecrafter, so let's make sure we do that a little bit here. We're going to be able to level this thing up so much. Let's try and save 100 levels for ourselves, though, so we'll get this thing maybe all the way to level 8. There we go. Oh my goodness, we can add so much stuff now. But then the unlocks here will have a lot of treats for us as well. Let's take a quick look at what will benefit us now. I think the Master Smelter is going to be really helpful. Getting more experience from smelted things seems like it'd be quite fun. But the crafting table here is going to give us a crafting table each time we join a fresh world, which you think might be redundant with the 3x3 crafting happening in our inventory. But I've been told artisan crafting is a really useful thing to have, and this is a little bit ominous, but we'll get to that another time. I think we're going to buy the next tier of double jump. We even get a quadruple jump potentially, and the amount of jumping we're doing. Let's upgrade learning as well, and oh my gosh, the entire interface is expanding right now, so that means we're going to get more experience after each mine anyway. I think we're good with that, and I don't think there's anything left we can get with 2 levels, but I haven't started the pets tree yet, so let's get on that and maybe consider that later. Okay, now we have guardians as part of the base effects, and it should have occurred to me that when we throw in some of these new ingredients, when we bring those home, it is going to randomly determine that some of those are the base effects for our mine. But I want to put barren nether biomes into this world as well. Wither skeletons seem like they're going to spawn as part of this, which is a lot to deal with. Let's add in jungle biomes because we can unlock parrots by eating a cookie. It seems like magma cubes and blazes are some that are going to be easy enough to unlock when we have nether biomes in the mix. I am still so curious about some of the other ones here. The Shattered Blocks world is for winning a special encounter mine, which I think is what the skeleton one we got last time was. Let's throw some pigs in here so that we can get easy food, although cows are also there. Let's make our base rock type stone because I know that andesite is kind of a pain to deal with. Let's see what else we should throw in here. Maybe bees, although it says not the bees, so I'm a little bit worried about that. And we'll throw in other forest biomes, of course. Why not? Okay, let's see how hectic this one gets, because there are a lot of ingredients in this one, and we have upgraded the Minecrafter to the best of our ability. Oh, and we're already in a jungle and already picking stuff up. I have an egg. Okay, I'm not certain if that's something I should have started with or just something that it gave me. We now have a blast furnace, which I hope can still smelt some of the other stuff. Either way, we need to grab some food first. And we don't have slippery surfaces this time, so no XP multiplier. But we do immediately have cocoa beans, which is good news. And oh, there are axolotls here. How lovely. Well, we're going to leave those alone, but there's clearly a lush cave spawning on the surface. Wonder if we get anything from... Oh, we have Badlands biomes for mining clay. Fantastic. I wonder if drip leaf will get us anything here. Or moss. Maybe moss will give us a lush cave ingredient somewhere in there. Or maybe lush caves are just going to spawn naturally because cave biomes exist. There's also the opportunity to grab some glow berries down here. So let's see if we can get anything from those. Of course, we're mining them from a heck of a distance. Seems like the guardians are just down there in the waters, though. And that's what I was worried about when we unlocked guardians, was that they wouldn't be restricted to ocean monuments. They're going to be pretty much anywhere. Let's grab the copper from over here, though. And to be honest, even though the magnet thing can get a little bit annoying, it is really nice being able to mine from such a long distance. Oh, and I just heard a wither skeleton in the overworld. That's terrifying. Oh, yep, there you are, okay. I gotta fend you off, I suppose. Oh, yikes. Well, fun way to find coal and bones, I guess. I'm also really enjoying the fact that I have a quadruple jump now. That's very fun. Okay, let's refocus. Let's see how quickly we can smelt up some of this copper now we have a blast furnace. Oh, yep, no, that's really going. Once it smelts the first ingredient, it is just gonna start going. In that case, it's time to get a second furnace on the go, and oh my goodness, okay, yikes. Oh, the rabbit ingredient popped. That's incredible. The ability to double jump there absolutely saved my bacon. That was a classic case of why you don't dig straight down, folks, but fortunately Craftmine had a solution to my ridiculous antics. And just like that, we have an entire stack of copper ore already smelted. Now tell me about crafting with the crafting table. Does it automatically do wacky stuff yet, or no? I don't think it does. That looks like something we will have to unlock from the skill tree as a separate thing. Oh, and the blast furnace actually doesn't smelt normal ingredients. That's why it's a good thing that I have enough for a regular furnace, because we do still need to make a stone cutter if we want to make the best out of this copper. But that's another 40 copper blocks now. Yep, that's gonna work out. Oh, and the bees are angry with me. Oh no, I was worried about this. I was worried about adding bees in, and now I'm poisoned. Well, being on half a heart might potentially get me the ingredient you supposedly unlock for only having a heart of health, but I don't really feel good about that, so let's see if we can get something to eat here. And I think it's going to be quite important to at least know where the exits are, so let's take a quick look around the surface while we're here. Considering that we added cows and pigs into this world, though, I'm really disappointed we're not seeing more of them because I could really use some food. Yep, there we go. We did get the 1 HP ingredient, and I presume that means a challenge mode is going to unlock where we have to start with 1 HP, which I'm not looking forward to. But now I'm on half a heart. We are playing half-hearted hardcore for a moment here, and I think the best shot we have is going to be clearing out the space around these mushrooms and maybe going for mushroom stew. But the bees have found me. Oh my gosh, even the little one is angry at me. And I actually can't believe with all the wacky stuff in this game mode, they could not give us stackable mushroom stew. But hey, at least I've been able to nurse myself to health again and we can get a bit more of this copper smelted. With level 10, I think we're going to look into the spell book because I have a feeling this is going to either be incredibly memey or incredibly powerful. That seems like it's going to affect our next run though, since it hasn't popped up or anything in my inventory, so I presume we're going to encounter whatever that is next time. For now, I'm going to quadruple jump my way out of here. At least I've got a mushroom stew ready for myself. Let's go and find an exit. Aha, I see a beacon on the distant horizon. That seems like the place to go. So, note to self, don't add bees into the world in future because they all get mad at you. With the skeletons, I think I can handle, but oh my goodness, it's it's a little bit of a mess. There's an exit right here, and the bees are continuing to poison me. So, how about we skedaddle, yeah? We don't have a ton of cut copper, but there is still some of it, which I think is going to be more than enough to leave and get some XP from it. Hey, we won the mine. Look at that. Somewhere in there, we picked up a mine ingredient called Near Universal Anger. That might be something to do with how angry the bees were. But between the copper and the extra learning upgrades we made, we more or less doubled the amount of levels we got last time, which ain't too bad. Let's put this mine down here. We'll pop the bee trophy on top of there as a reminder. That looks like the iron tier of bee trophy, I guess. And let's see if there's any special levels coming up. No, it looks like we just have spiders, creepers, and swamp biomes in this one, along with the surface world, bringing zombies and cows. Ultra Warm doesn't seem to have an XP modifier, even though it's down here with the XP multipliers, so I wonder what the deal is with that. Anyway, before we go anywhere, I think we probably need to upgrade our armor. It's nice to have a full suit of iron, at least, and I think this is probably serving us fairly well. How deep does this go? Okay, well, it got us down to learning 15, and we have 29 levels left. We can't unlock the next one. We can unlock another double jump, though. The base rock type here is blackstone. That's kind of wild. Let's throw nether biomes into the mix as well, because I would like to encounter some nether terrain. Unless you actually have to go to the nether for that. I was kind of assuming that it would get added to the overworld. But either way, I really don't know if I want to do one heart, especially with zombies, creepers, and spiders around. All of the neutral mobs being hostile seems a little bit ridiculous. I wonder if we can try fish out of water. I have a feeling this is going to go quite badly for me, though. It doesn't have guardians, on the other hand, and it does have a surface exit, but maybe we can just tag an exit and then jump back into the water. Probably worth a try. I don't know that I want to add too much other stuff. I don't know if it selects stuff randomly or if it just loads the world up and lets us do what we want. Who knows? Let's find out. Let's try and do one where we have to stay underwater the entire time. The first challenge, of course, is going to be finding water, and of course, we're spawning in a Badlands biome with rock everywhere. Oh god, I'm a little fish and I'm going to drown. Oh please, there's a mangrove biome over there. I know that will have water. Let me double jump my way across this canyon. Oh, I'm not going to make it in time. I'm drowning so fast. Oh no, this is how I die. Ugh. Okay, yeah, turns out that's a little bit of a tricky one. Maybe we'll go again. Oh, and now we have one of the challenge mines. Well, that I am willing to accept, because I think we can redeem ourselves for the poor showing we did last time, especially now I have a few more weapons handy and a full suit of iron armor. Let's see if those upgrades will really make the difference as we step into the challenge mine. This one, I assume, is going to be sort of like the previous environment was. Yes, seems like a cave biome. Okay, we've got a bow handy at least. We've got our pickaxes just in case we need to mine anything. Let's make sure we get that iron suit of armor on. We know the shield does nothing, but we know that the bow and the axe will be able to help us a little bit here, as well as a netherite sword. The wave is going to spawn in a minute. In the meantime, we can make sure that the sword works against these creepers. Yes, perfect. Okay. And somewhere around here we should get, yeah, the glowing skeletons are the ones we need to focus on. Although the rest of the mobs seem to have joined the party, and oh my gosh, they are basically everywhere. I'm a little bit worried about how well this is going to work for me without any form of protection, any sort of shield. I'm also concerned about the fact that I didn't unlock myself any kind of food, so hopefully we can do something about that in the near future. For now, I'll just have to sniper duel some of these skeletons. I'm not doing that especially well either. One of them is all the way down there. How am I supposed to get to this lad? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's an unlock that starts you with food. I should definitely have taken that before attempting this. because I'm about to get shot by skeletons one final time and shuffle off this mortal coil. Or maybe the baby zombie is going to do it. Perhaps I should stand on the roof of this, create a little tower for myself. Oh, no, yeah, there we go. We got killed. We got killed by a skeleton. Okay. Well, that's a lesson to me for next time. Make sure you have unlocked food. I'm fairly certain that's in one of these. Gatherer, maybe? Oh, no, it's in combaters. Bring a snack with you. Yeah, I should have listened to the doctor's orders on that one. And considering it unlocks golden apples later, we should definitely have prioritized that instead of all of this book learning I've been doing. But that's not going to come up in the Minecrafter for a little while. So I'm going to continue working, I think, on collecting some of these, because it seems like the list has dwindled to a rational sort of number at this stage. So hopefully we'll be able to get hold of a handful of these. There's a dry land for getting even warmer in the Badlands. Obviously, there's desert biomes we haven't unlocked yet, and the end and so forth. I still haven't seen what the nether biomes look like, but I think we'll save that for next time, because I think we've made a reasonable amount of progress here, and it's probably time to wrap it up for the day. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Craftmine. My name has been Pixlriffs. I'll see you for the next one very soon. In the meantime, take care. Bye for now.